After a lifetime of bad decision making, I've miraculously survived long enough to greet the 4th generation Ford Escape. Let's learn all about it.
As you might remember, the Ford Escape is a compact SUV that sits above the subcompact EcoSport and below the midsize Edge. The latest Escape is roughly 200 pounds lighter than the previous, with a sleek, inoffensive shape that doesn't move me emotionally but should hopefully age well. Inside, the interior design doesn't take any big swings, but there's beauty and simplicity. And there's some textural interests on the door panels, which in our tester are soft in front and hard in the rear. As is typical for the segment, plastic dominates, but soft materials make meaningful cameos, and the armrests are well padded. If they were just a bit better positioned, the Escape would have ranked higher on the Mike and Muzio Elbow Comfort Index. Sup, squirrel? Helping spike the cabin's usability quotient are sliding second-row seats.
The second-row seats also recline to a very comfortable position. At 5'10", I have great head clearance, great leg clearance. It's a very nice place to sit. Impressively, the middle position is also quite accommodating. Head's not rubbing, feet are reasonably comfortable. The center tunnel here is fairly low, and the top part is flat, so I can rest my feet here or here. Neato.
For storing small items, there's a large center console hold, a healthy-sized glove box, ample storage in the doors, tiny cup holders that won't hold your jug of Dr. Pepper or square water bottle, and a handy front bin in which to collect sundries. I don't think a belt is a sundry. For real luggage, the cargo area offers up to 37.5 cubic feet with the rear seats fully forward.
One observation, if you lift the cargo floor to access the rear tire, oh, it's shutting on me.
What I was trying to say is that it looks like the cargo floor is made to stay in place when lifted up, but the floor panel doesn't always align with the side trim. Don't be surprised if you accidentally scrape these trim pieces. Up front in infotainment land, Ford has imparted all but the lowliest Escape S trim with an 8-inch Sync 3 touchscreen. From the driver's seat, the screen is a bit of a reach, but Apple CarPlay and Android Auto smartphone integration comes standard, Alexa voice recognition is available, and the overall interface is easy to negotiate.
I'd like to highlight the fact that Ford made some interesting choices with the physical buttons. There's a play button, track forward, and track back. They also include a button that goes straight to the sound setting, so I don't have to digitally spelunk to find how to turn up the bass or turn down the treble or whatever. And there's also a dedicated off button for the screen, making it easier for me to redirect my focus over here rather than being distracted by all the screen stuff. Very few buttons, but the ones they chose are brilliant.
Speaking of the real world, when exploring it, the Ford Escape returns a quiet and compliant ride.
At the same time, the steering is so dead, it's scary. The steering has this rubbery pull back to center that says to me, hey, I'd rather not be turning. Loud and clear, Escape. Also, I think your sunglasses fell, Tim.
Whether any of that matters to mainstream Escape buyers is doubtful. It also probably doesn't matter that zippy cornering yields squealing tires sooner than I would have expected. So we'll just move on to the engine lineup. Handling base propulsion duties is a 1.5-liter 3-cylinder engine.
Yes, I said 3.
Even as a 3-banger, the 1.5-liter makes respectable power thanks to the magic of turbocharging. Ooh. A turbocharger also blesses the 2-liter 4-cylinder engine offered on the SEL and Titanium trims.
Those are strong power figures for a compact SUV. Excuse me while I enjoy some of that power. Oh yeah, oh boy. Good times.
No surprises, but at Kelley Blue Book, we prefer the more powerful 2-liter. Directing 280 pound-feet of torque solely to the front tires might have been dicey, so Ford offers the 2-liter exclusively with all-wheel drive. Meanwhile, front-wheel drive is standard on the 1.5-liter, with all-wheel drive an added cost option. Oh, and if you want to tow, the 1.5-liter and 2-liter tow 2,000 and 3,500 pounds respectively. I'll also add that both engines feature an 8-speed automatic transmission which, in our test vehicle, functioned with alarming inconsistency. At times, shift quality was fine. Other times, we noticed harsh gear changes and a sensation that the drivetrain was slipping, then catching during moderate acceleration. We're hoping this behavior was just a software gremlin.
One interesting powertrain behavior I've noticed is that the automatic engine start-stop system shuts down the engine when you're at a stoplight to save fuel. However, sometimes it'll restart before the light changes, and when it does so loading up the driveline with a big judder. It's sort of unflattering movement, but it's unsophisticated. It's kind of like when a spy wears one of those nose, glasses, mustache combos. They're supposed to be blending in, but they're drawing a lot of attention to themselves. Smooth.
You can always shut the system off, but if you're committed to saving marginal amounts of fuel when stopped, sacrifices must be made. On that note, cue the fuel economy numbers. Among compact SUVs, those numbers are perfectly competitive, but if fuel efficiency is a top priority, consider the Escape Hybrid. Ford was way ahead of the game where hybrid SUVs are concerned, having introduced the first Escape Hybrid for the 2005 model year. In latest form, the Escape Hybrid delivers a total system output of 200 horsepower, plus several modes that let drivers decide when to utilize its electric capacity.
Electric torque gives the hybrid satisfying immediate pull when you press the accelerator, and when you floor it, there's more than enough gumption to merge with traffic. One of my complaints with hybrids, and it's no different here, is that the brake pedal tends to feel a little bit weird. That unnatural feel can make it hard to come to a smooth stop, but I've noted that with the Ford Escape Hybrid, if I'm really, really gentle, that was almost a smooth stop. Tim, did you like my stop?
Loved it.
Tim loved it.
It's worth mentioning that the standard Escape's brakes are fairly touchy as well. So, hybrid or not, the Escape demands finesse when slowing. Choose the SE Sport and Titanium trims, and the hybrid powertrain comes standard. Additionally, Ford offers a plug-in hybrid Escape, featuring a pure electric driving range in excess of 30 miles, a slight horsepower advantage over the basic Escape Hybrid, and a 0 to full Level 2 recharge time around 3.5 hours. Standard on all Escapes is Ford Co-Pilot 360, an active safety suite that bundles a range of features like blind spot warning, automatic emergency braking with pedestrian detection, and lane keep assist.
In action, lane keep assist reacts swiftly and smoothly to keep you within your lane. Well, not then, but usually.
I swear, lane keep assist usually works great. Buyers who drive even worse than me can add full-speed adaptive cruise control, evasive steering assist, I wonder how that handles the trolley problem, and a highly competent automatic parking system that operates the steering wheel, accelerator, brake, and gear selector.
Sounds sweet. Let's give it a shot.
This one doesn't have it, Micah.
It's not helping, Tim.
Stay simple, and you can buy a base Escape S trim with 2 USB ports, Ford Co-Pilot 360, a rear armrest, and a gaggle of driving modes for around $26,000, including destination charges. If it were our money, we'd at the very least upgrade to the SE trim. Yes, the SE costs $2,100 extra, but this heated 10-way power driver's seat, automatic AC, 8-inch Sync 3 infotainment system, and keyless access make that a worthwhile investment. Other fancy features found on higher trims include a 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster, a head-up display, wireless phone charging, USB A and C ports, a 575-watt 10-speaker B&O audio system, a hands-free tailgate if you're willing to risk it, and Ford Pass Connect, which lets owners lock, unlock, and remotely start their vehicles using their smartphone. Choose the highest titanium trim, and you can expect a starting MSRP above $34,000. As for the competition, it's the usual suspects like the predictable Honda CR-V, practical Chevy Equinox, fun Mazda CX-5, versatile Toyota RAV4, the value-rich Kia Sportage, and the comparatively rugged Jeep Cherokee.
There are plenty of compact SUV fish in the sea, but the Ford Escape's combination of safety, tech, and pragmatism make it among the most compelling. Now to go make some of those bad decisions I was talking about.